homeless situation in Palm Springs. It's the best spot to come and visit, but expect to stand in line. And a few of my favorite places to park would be this parking garage. This is one of my favorite places to come to in Palm Springs. The crepes are so good. I haven't had one of the sweet ones yet, but I just had the savory mushroom, spinach, garlic sauce, mozzarella cheese. It's delicious. Such a beautiful day in Palm Springs, but you have to check this place out the next time that you're here. So I've been in this area before. This is like historic old Palm Springs. I met Lucy Arnaz at a little like meet and greet here years ago. And so they have a general store, like an old general store. They have a museum. They have walking and biking history tours, which I'm actually gonna be doing that soon. And they've got just like a museum and history, and then they've got this is like my favorite part of Palm Springs, by the way. Just because it's old, I love old stuff. And they've got a little chocolate shop here. This chocolate shop has been here forever. I remember coming here in high school as a kid, but let's check it out. Right now I am in true downtown Palm Springs. This is what I think of when I think of Palm Springs. So right behind me, we've just got some shops, and some of these shops have been around forever. Lulu's restaurant is somewhat new. They opened, I believe, like my high school, maybe like early 2000s. And then Zen American Bistro is an awesome place for dinner, lunch. They've got great food. It was actually a little tiny place, and it's grown so much, so it's definitely a great place to check out. Gotta love Marilyn Monroe, right? So I know parking can sometimes be a drag when it comes to Palm Springs, like all of a sudden, just because it's such a popular area. A few of my favorite places to park would be this parking garage, which is near Arenas and Indian. And also over there by the museum, they've got shaded parking in the parking garage over there, like behind the Starbucks and behind the Rowan. Those are some great spots to find good parking. So I'm on Indian Canyon right now. This Indian Canyon actually used to be a one-way road. So when us locals drive the opposite way on this road, even to this day, because it's been like this for years, I still am a little uncomfortable just because it's weird. It feels like I'm going the wrong way. And now I'm heading over to Arena Street to show you where I used to hang out as a high schooler. My friend at the time had a pizza parlor. That's no longer there. It's actually, I think, a convenience store now. So, biking, super popular thing here to do. I mean, how can you not? The weather's perfect today. So right behind me used to be what was a pizza parlor. Girlfriend and I would come here during our senior year in high school, and she would make a really good white pizza with Alfredo sauce, cheese, and pineapple, and it was really good. If you're not a pineapple on your pizza type of person, neither am I, but on a white pizza with a white sauce, it was delicious. I can say that this is probably going to start a debate in the comments, and I hope that it does, because I think it's a solid debate. Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, but to each their own, right? This is Arena Street. It is a known LGBTQ plus street. You have a lot of gay bars on this street, but it's a very inclusive area. Not that Palm Springs isn't inclusive, but this is where Hunters is. Even though the shops and restaurants primarily serve the LGBTQ plus communities, all are welcome here. You'll definitely want to check out Chill Bar, Black Book, and Hunters, like I said. Right now I'm walking back towards our mountains. We're going west. And you probably can't tell in the video, maybe you can, but our mountains have been really green lately because we've gotten a lot of rain. And so they're really pretty right now. We've had some weird weather lately. A little bit of rain yesterday, it rolled in. It's here for maybe about an hour, sprinkled a little bit, and then it went away. So it's a perfect day to be out and about today in Palm Springs. See what I'm saying? Everyone is here. Behind me is Las Casuelas Terraza. It's a very popular location, nice outdoor seating, just that indoor-outdoor ambiance, Palm Springs type of feel. And they've got good food, but this isn't the original location. The original location is actually a little bit north, and it's a little hole in the wall, small type of place. I think if you come to Palm Springs, this is a great option if you want to be in the downtown area. But if you want to go to the original Las Casuelas, that is a little bit up further on Palm Canyon. One thing I'm constantly asked about is nightlife in Palm Springs, and right behind me are two of the best spots. So expect to have a cover, which is somewhat new, but as the city has just gotten busier and more touristy, they know that they can kind of capitalize on everyone wanting to come in. But this is the spot, the Village Pub, which has been here forever. I've been coming here since my early 20s. And as far as like the aesthetic, they've got DJ, they've got a live band, they've got food, bar food. It's a great spot. It's been here forever. Literally one of the OG original places to come visit in downtown Palm Springs. Growing up, at least my brother always told me there was two places to go nightlife wise, was this Village Pub and also Zelda's, and Zelda's is no longer here. So we've got, like I said, Village Pub, and then right next door, there's like a rooftop lounge, which used to be called Moxie's, but it's not called that anymore. I think it's just called the Rooftop Grill. And so they have a DJ, live music, and also food as well. And also a great view if you're wanting to sit on a balcony. So I think it's important at this point to maybe talk about the homeless situation in Palm Springs. It is apparent. You will see people walking around, sleeping on benches. This was actually a spot where they would commonly be, at least at night, so it would provide shelter, but it's actually a building now, dispensary. This building behind me used to be vacant for years. And again, this is just another testament to how popular and busy the Palm Springs area has become, because this building has just been sitting here empty for a very long time. Even in high school 20 plus years ago, there was nothing here. So now it's a dispensary. So at least they've got something going on. It just like cleans up the place a little bit. It doesn't look as drab. I'm going to head towards the northern part right now, which is where you're going to find the newer buildings. All right, folks, so this is it. This is my old stomping grounds. This is the location that I used to come with my friends back in high school. Village Fest, when they block off about, I think it's about a half a mile, not even quite a mile of the road every Thursday night, and they have tents that come up and people come out and sell their goods and their services. And it's a really fun event if you're in the desert. It's every Thursday. They call it Village Fest. But this used to be a Ruby's Diner. It's since closed. Not sure why. I just don't think it made it through COVID, unfortunately. But now it's Jimmy B's. I've not been there, but again, super nice indoor-outdoor feel, just the ambiance and the funness of it. But this is just the old parts of Palm Springs. Talk about Plaza Theater. For those of you that don't know, it's just like an old theater where they used to have the Palm Springs Follies, which was an awesome, fun thing to go to. I came here once as a kid, and it was mature ladies doing follies, and it was so much fun. I'm talking women that were like 90 years old on stage, just having a blast. But they've since closed down, unfortunately, and the city doesn't quite know what they want to do with it, but it is a historic part of Palm Springs. I hope they revive it. I hope they do something with it, because I would hate to see that go away. Just so much history there. Unfortunately, some of the buildings in Palm Springs just don't make it. I was here probably maybe a month ago and it was open like just a club. And it's since closed, unfortunately. You can see the sign in the background just looks old and shabby. And this has changed over this location, which is on the corner of Palm Canyon and Tahquitz, is a really popular, like, just a historic location in downtown Palm Springs. But this building just can't seem to catch its grounds. And I think that is one of those things that is because nightlife here in Palm Springs doesn't necessarily fit the vibe of Palm Springs. The places that are still doing really well when it comes to nightlife also have like really great food, and they've also been here a very long time. This spot here used to be the location that all of the high schoolers, and I don't know if it's still happening today, but we would all kind of hang out and loiter right here. I necessarily wouldn't. It'd be more of like the popular crowd, and I can't necessarily say that I was a popular kid in high school growing up, but right behind me used to be the original Starbucks on the corner, but they've since built a brand new Starbucks across the street, which is like a bigger building. It's more modern type feel. But the Starbucks behind me just used to get really, really busy and packed, and they couldn't house all of the people that were coming in to get coffee. And right across the street is the Lucille Ball statue, so I'm totally going over there. Lucille Ball and I are watching people go by, and this statue always reminds me of that question that you get, who would you want to have dinner with or interview? Anyone. It could be, person dead or alive. It would definitely be Lucille Ball. I love Lucy, grew up watching it, grew up watching all those old shows. So that's why I love old nostalgic Palm Springs. But Miss Lucy here has been here since a very long time. I remember the statue being here, like, I can't even recall, a long time. These guys behind me are putting out the signs to get ready for the Village Fest, which is happening tonight. So again, they close off the entire Palm Canyon from a certain section to a certain section to allow for the Village Fest, and they're getting ready and putting out the detour and rose close signs. Okay, so I'm heading towards Maryland, Monroe, or heading towards downtown, not downtown, I'm headed towards the museum. And this little area, it's deserted. There's nothing going on here, but they've decided to make it into and hopefully my microphone is doing okay because I don't have a wind guard on, but they've decided to turn this into like a graffiti art park. There's also another area that they're doing as well, so we'll go check that out as soon as we go say hello to Maryland. I love the Maryland statue. I love that she's here. I hope that she loves that she's here because she's in the sun all the time, this beautiful weather. All right, so this is all new, like a little just manicured landscaped area where you could sit outside in the sun. Right behind me is the Palm Springs Art Museum. Definitely a place you got to check out. I've got it's just like a little walkway with a ton of palm trees. This is new, never seen this before. So back in the day, before all of these new buildings were put up, a lot of these buildings were empty. And now that's obviously changed, but for the most part, we would only stick to maybe not even a half a mile in downtown Palm Springs. But behind me, because I'm walking back towards my car, behind me is the older part of Palm Springs. There's just more restaurants, souvenir type places. And also this building right here is newer, as you could tell. Used to be CPK, California Pizza Kitchen, and now it's a Blaze Pizza. They've demolished that old building, but California Pizza Kitchen was like the place to be. it was probably the most popular restaurant downtown Palm Springs, but now we only have one, and that's on El Paseo and Palm Desert. Y'all, it's just so different here. So we're passing an H&M. So basically, here's the thing. If you want old vintage souvenir type shopping, downtown Palm Springs is the place to go. If you want more upscale, more Saks Fifth Avenue, you have to go to El Paseo. They're two different vibes. A couple of things are no longer in this area, and that's the Seas Candy, like I said earlier, but also Peabody's. Peabody's used to have a very good karaoke night bar type of feel. Unfortunately, they've closed down, but the talent that would come out and sing karaoke night was insane. It was so much fun. So kind of bummed that place is no longer around. One of the best places for karaoke would be Neil's Lounge in Indio. Just past the PS I love you sign, I went and got a drink, but I'm walking towards this little piece of artwork. It's called like the Invisible Lady. So you can only see it at a certain angle and then it disappears. So it's kind of down an alleyway. So if you're ever looking for it, it's just behind the PS I love you sign. That was my small tour of Palm Springs. There is a bit more beyond downtown Palm Springs, but I at least gave you a taste. At least I hope I did. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. I love my subscribers. If you're looking to move out in this area, how can you not? It's beautiful out here about 8 months out of the year, maybe a little less. Let's be real. It's a beautiful day today. I'm grateful and lucky to live here. I'm gonna get in my car because the parking lot is starting to get packed. People want to park. See you on the next one, guys.